Backbush TV, like and subscribe. Remember, check out that song here, me nah lie. And check out that song here, The Crunch. But Backbush TV, like and subscribe. We're jumping right now. Backbush TV, like and subscribe. Right now, let's check out the legend, Elvis Presley, you know what I mean? It's been a curious video, been circulating the internet, so we'll just check it out and see what them find after them dig up him tomb after 50 years. So Backbush TV, like and subscribe.
Leaving fans, Elvis Presley's tomb was opened after 50 years, and what they found shocked the world. Elvis Presley, the legendary king of rock and roll, left an indelible mark on music history with hits like Jailhouse Rock and Love Me Tender. His untimely death at a young age shook the world, leaving fans in mourning. Now, nearly 50 years later, shockwaves are rippling through once again as news emerges that Elvis's tomb has just been opened. The revelation of what lies within is nothing short of surprising. But why would Elvis Presley's grave be opened? And what secrets did the investigators uncover? Join us in diving into this unprecedented event and uncover the truth, lies, and secrets that have been hidden for nearly half a century. Early days. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in Tupelo, Mississippi. He was the second of twin boys, but sadly his brother Jesse was stillborn, leaving Elvis to grow up as an only child. Despite facing financial challenges, Elvis's parents worked hard to provide him with a modest upbringing, filled with love and a strong influence of music. His early exposure to gospel tunes in church deeply impacted his musical style. Elvis's talent was evident from a young age, and he won a talent show at just 10 years old. Moving to Memphis in search of better opportunities, Elvis immersed himself in the city's vibrant music scene, especially on Beale Street. His journey to stardom truly began when his mother gifted him his first guitar on his 11th birthday, sparking a passion that would define his future. While attending L.C. Humes High School, Elvis stood out for his unique style and love for music, despite facing bullying for being different. He continued to hone his skills, participating in talent shows and soaking up musical knowledge wherever he could. Elvis's talent blossomed in high school, particularly when he wowed the crowd at the annual minstrel show with his rendition of "Till I Waltz Again With You," showcasing his natural gift and growing confidence. After graduating in 1953, Elvis held various jobs, but never abandoned his musical dreams. His rise to fame, his sudden death, and recent revelations about his life and legacy are all intriguing aspects of his story, which we'll explore further. Stay tuned to find out more. Rise to fame.
I believe you're doing me wrong, and now I know. I believe you're doing me wrong, and now I know.
From humble beginnings in Tupelo, Elvis Presley's path to stardom began with groundbreaking recordings at Sun Records. His music, blending blues, country, and gospel, resonated deeply with audiences and laid the foundation for a new genre, rock and roll. With his magnetic stage presence and distinctive voice, Elvis quickly became a music icon and a hero to millions. His impact on the music charts was unparalleled, with an incredible 149 songs making it to the Billboard Hot 100. His singles spent a combined 80 weeks at the top spot, and he sold over 1 billion records worldwide, solidifying his status as the best-selling solo artist in history. Elvis's success extended beyond music. He also found fame on the silver screen, starring in 31 hit films that were box office successes. His TV specials, including the '68 Comeback, are still fondly remembered as some of the most beloved shows of their time. Throughout his career, Elvis accumulated numerous accolades, including 3 Grammy Awards and the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award at just 36 years old. He was also inducted into various music halls of fame, spanning genres like pop, country, rockabilly, rhythm and blues, adult contemporary, and gospel. Despite seldom performing outside the United States, Elvis's records and films gained immense popularity globally, making him a cultural icon known and admired by his first name alone. His impact on music and popular culture continues to be felt, with his achievements and records standing the test of time. Battle with drugs.
I want to show you something. I said, okay. So out of his pocket came a little blue velvet case. A watch would come in or something like that. Good God, what is this?
Elvis Presley's struggle with prescription medication addiction is widely known among those close to him. He had been dependent on these medications for years, often seeking them from his personal physician, Dr. Nick, who prescribed a concerning array of drugs, including Quaaludes and Demerol. In the period leading up to his death, Elvis's health deteriorated rapidly. He gained significant weight, and his stage performances became increasingly erratic. He would often appear disoriented, forgetting lyrics and struggling to keep up with the music. Despite these challenges, Elvis's performances in Las Vegas and on concert tours became legendary, often breaking attendance records. His unique blend of raw energy and emotional expression set the standard for live performances, unmatched by his contemporaries. Colonel Tom Parker, his manager, became increasingly concerned about Elvis's health, but felt powerless to intervene. One notable incident occurred during his iconic 1973 Aloha from Hawaii concert, where lyric cards for Burning Love were displayed for him. While some fans claimed he barely glanced at them, the presence of the cards served as a safety net, which was a new development. Supporters argued that this reliance on cues was not due to substance abuse, as often speculated, but rather a long-standing quirk of Elvis's career. They pointed to the '68 comeback special, where he struggled with lyrics, as evidence of this challenge. Despite forgetting lyrics, Elvis often turned these moments into endearing interactions with the audience, showcasing his charm and authenticity. The end of an era. The world was stunned by the tragic news of Elvis Presley's passing on August 16, 1977, at the age of 42. On the day of his death, Elvis had been unable to sleep and had taken multiple doses of prescribed medications. In the early hours of the morning, he was found unconscious on the bathroom floor by his fiancée, Ginger. Despite efforts to revive him, Elvis was pronounced dead at 3:30 p.m. at his Graceland mansion in Memphis, Tennessee. The official cause of death was listed as a heart attack, but the autopsy revealed more complexities. Dr. Jerry Francisco, the Shelby County medical examiner, found that Elvis had an unusually enlarged heart, nearly double the normal size, due to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. This condition likely contributed to his sudden cardiac arrest. Additionally, toxicology reports showed high levels of opiates, barbiturates, and sedatives in his system, indicating a long-standing dependency on prescription medication. Elvis's death sent shockwaves throughout the industry and beyond, leaving fans devastated and questioning how such a vibrant and talented individual could meet such a tragic end. Speculation and intrigue have surrounded the circumstances of his death, adding to the mystique of his legacy. Following Elvis Presley's death, fans worldwide mourned, holding candlelight vigils and leaving flowers at the gates of his Graceland mansion. The media descended on Memphis, sparking a frenzy of reporters and photographers covering the story. However, questions soon arose about the circumstances surrounding his passing. Many fans found it hard to believe that their idol had died from a simple heart attack, leading to rumors of foul play or a cover-up. In the years that followed, those closest to Elvis shed light on his final days. Friends and family revealed a man struggling with addiction, depression, and the immense pressures of fame. Elvis's personal physician faced legal troubles, including a 1980 indictment on 14 counts of overprescribing drugs.
Mr. Rivera had accused me of overprescribing, and that I was directly responsible for his death, and that...
Not just to Elvis, but to other celebrities like Jerry Lee Lewis. Although acquitted, he lost his medical license due to concerns about his judgment and ethics. In a bizarre incident in 1979, he was shot in the chest during a football game, but no suspect was ever caught, leading to speculation that it might have been an act of revenge by an Elvis fan. Elvis's funeral. Elvis Presley's burial was a grand and emotional affair, befitting the king of rock and roll. He was laid to rest at the Meditation Garden at Graceland, his iconic mansion in Memphis, Tennessee. This serene and beautiful garden was a place where Elvis often found solace and contemplation. The burial ceremony took place on August 18, 1977, just 2 days after his passing. Although private, it was attended by family, close friends, and a select few from the industry. Despite the private nature of the ceremony, thousands of devoted fans gathered outside the gates to pay their respects to their beloved music icon. The Meditation Garden was adorned with floral arrangements, including a stunning display of red roses, Elvis's favorite flower. A magnificent fountain served as a backdrop for the somber occasion. Elvis's casket, crafted from solid copper and lined with velvet, was the focal point of a moving tribute filled with heartfelt eulogies and musical performances. The ceremony, officiated by Reverend C.W. Bradley, who had married Elvis and Priscilla, featured family members and close friends sharing memories and expressing love for the late star. Gospel singers, including J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet, performed favorite hymns, their voices blending hope and celebration amidst the sorrow. As the ceremony drew to a close, Elvis's casket was lowered into the ground, marking his final resting place. Today, visitors to Graceland pay their respects at the Meditation Garden, where Elvis rests alongside his parents, Vernon and Gladys, and his grandmother, Minnie Mae. After his death. After Elvis Presley's passing, several of his singles released posthumously became top 10 country hits between 1977 and 1981, showcasing his enduring popularity. Graceland, his iconic home, was opened to the public in 1982 and has since attracted over 500,000 visitors annually, earning it the distinction of being the second most visited home in the United States. In 2006, Graceland was designated as a National Historic Landmark, solidifying Elvis's cultural significance. Elvis's contributions to music were celebrated with inductions into 5 prestigious Music Halls of Fame and receiving notable awards such as the W.C. Handy Award and the American Music Awards Award of Merit.
For bringing a revolutionary new energy and excitement to music and its performance, for leaving the world with an unforgettable legacy of music, memories, and magic. The American Music Award of Merit is presented posthumously to Elvis Presley.
His influence extended beyond his original recordings, with remixes like A Little Less Conversation, achieving international success and marking his return to the top of the charts after nearly 3 decades. In subsequent years, there was a resurgence of his classic tracks, including remixes of Rubberneckin' and the re-release of That's All Right. Elvis's commercial success continued posthumously, with Forbes magazine consistently recognizing him as the top-earning deceased celebrity. In 2018, RCA Legacy released a new album focusing on Elvis's love for gospel music. Baz Luhrmann's biographical film, Elvis, premiered in 2022, receiving critical acclaim and commercial success. Austin Butler's portrayal of Elvis Presley earned accolades, including a Golden Globe win. Additionally, in January 2023, Presley's personal jet fetched a significant sum at auction, highlighting the enduring fascination with the king of rock and roll. Conspiracy theories. Speculation was rife with whispers, suggesting that the tomb of the legendary Elvis Presley might undergo opening, sparking excitement among fans and theorists alike. The origin of this rumor remains as enigmatic as the king himself, taking on a life of its own. It all started on online forums, where discussions surfaced about Elvis's family potentially revealing secrets about his final resting place. The idea of peering into the private life of such a public figure stirred anticipation within the Elvis-loving community. The notion of Elvis faking his death is a popular theory among supporters of the tomb opening rumor. They point to various pieces of evidence, including peculiarities surrounding his tombstone, such as the misspelling of his middle name, Aaron. Another piece of evidence cited is a supposed sighting of Elvis in the background of an airport scene in the 1990 film Home Alone.
I'm sorry.
No, wait. This is Christmas, the season of perpetual hope.
Ma'am,
And I don't care if I have to get out on your runway and hitchhike. If it costs me everything I owned, if I have to sell my soul to the devil himself, I am going to get home to my son.
In this scene, a bearded gentleman dressed in a turtleneck and sports coat, standing just over Catherine O'Hara's left shoulder, bears a striking resemblance to what many imagine an older Elvis to look like. From his eyes to the contour of his face and even his posture, there's a familiarity reminiscent of the iconic rock and roll legend. The gentleman's well-groomed beard, covering much of his lower face, potentially serves as a disguise, deviating from Elvis's usual clean-cut appearance. His body language, subtly expressing impatience and discontent, adds depth to the scene and fuels speculation. His attire, a timeless sports coat and turtleneck, mirrors Elvis's own style, adding to the theory's intrigue. Handwriting analysis has also played a role in fueling rumors of Elvis's faked death. Experts point to discrepancies in his posthumous signatures compared to earlier ones, suggesting the possibility of someone else signing on his behalf to maintain the illusion of his passing. The circumstances surrounding Elvis's funeral, despite his status as a beloved public figure, have raised questions among believers due to its surprisingly small and private nature. Adding to the mystery, Elvis Presley's body was laid to rest in a 900-pound copper coffin, a weight that some argue could be excessive unless the coffin was empty. Moreover, the speed at which the funeral proceedings took place following his death announcement has fueled skepticism. Some wonder if the swift arrangements were intended to avoid scrutiny. Over time, numerous individuals have claimed to have seen Elvis alive long after his reported death. These sightings have become a cultural phenomenon, with people worldwide reporting encounters with the iconic figure. The first of these sightings occurred just a day after his death, when a man resembling Elvis purportedly bought a one-way ticket to Buenos Aires under the name John Burrow, an alias associated with Elvis. This event sparked widespread speculation and subsequent sightings, each adding to the mystery. In late 1977, a photograph surfaced allegedly capturing Elvis lounging in his pool house at Graceland. The debate over the figure's identity persists, with some adamant that it depicts Elvis himself. In the 1980s, Kalamazoo, Michigan became a hub for Elvis enthusiasts, with numerous sightings reported. Residents claimed to have seen Elvis alive and well, carrying on as if he had never left the spotlight.
They're waiting to hear you describe Elvis Presley when you saw him in August of this year.
He was about 6 foot. He maybe 195 pounds, with a small pot belly. He looked real good. He had a very thick head of white hair without sideburns. His hair was kind of done up in a kind of a boyish haircut.
Adding to the intrigue was a mysterious phone call in 1988, where a voice resembling Elvis's declared his readiness for a comeback, igniting further speculation about his fate. The sightings didn't stop there. They even extended to the realm of music. In 1988, an anonymous artist released a song titled "Spelling on the Stone."
People wonder, people ask, am I present? Am I past?
Sparking beliefs that Elvis was singing from beyond the grave or from a hidden location. At the turn of the millennium, Elvis was reportedly seen at the grand opening of Legoland in California, though it was later revealed that impersonators were present. These sightings and rumors continue to fuel speculation, and keep the mystery of Elvis Presley's death alive in the public imagination. Devoted Elvis fans kept the excitement alive with articles in the Weekly World News tabloid, detailing supposed post-1977 adventures of the King. These stories portrayed Elvis as a globetrotter who had faked his death to live anonymously. Some fans believed Elvis embedded cryptic messages in his music, citing songs like I'll Never Know and Way Down as potential clues. The cover of his album, Promised Land, featuring Elvis in a white suit, was interpreted as a symbolic representation of his spiritual journey. Some peculiarities surrounding Elvis's death have been noted. His body was discovered in an unusual position, with his pajama bottoms around his ankles. Some speculated that the autopsy report had been altered or that the toxicology results had been withheld. Elvis led a life as vibrant as the stage costumes he favored. Just imagine the exhilaration of stepping into the spotlight, defying a world that scrutinized his every move. Faking his death might have been seen as a bold escape, offering a chance to start anew, away from the pressures of fame and constant public attention. The allure of complete privacy, particularly for someone like Elvis Presley, constantly under the public eye, could have been appealing. It might have offered the simple joys of anonymity, free from paparazzi and tabloid headlines. Financial freedom could also have been a factor. Elvis may have grown tired of the financial demands and the need to maintain an extravagant lifestyle, seeking relief from the burdens and expectations of stardom. Then there's the potential for a dramatic comeback. The music industry loves a resurrection story, and Elvis returning from the dead would certainly be sensational. It could have been the ultimate career move, shaking the entertainment world to its core. The weight of his stardom could have prompted him to safeguard it from the effects of aging and changing musical tastes. By dying, he could have ensured that his legend remained untarnished, forever youthful and vibrant in the hearts of his fans. Another perspective to consider is the universal desire for control. In a life where Elvis had little say over his privacy, public image, and often his personal choices, faking his death might have represented the ultimate assertion of control. It would have been a decision entirely his own, a closely guarded secret, and a final act on his own terms. Legacy. Elvis Presley's enduring legacy is often most vividly seen in the devoted following he continues to inspire, even long after his passing. His fans, known for their passionate enthusiasm, elevate their admiration for him to extraordinary levels, viewing him not merely as a music icon, but as a way of life. For many, being an Elvis fan goes beyond enjoying his music. It's a full-fledged lifestyle. Whether visiting his home at Graceland, participating in tribute competitions, or emulating his vibrant stage presence, Elvis's fans immerse themselves in his world with a fervor that mirrors his own iconic style. One of the most charming aspects of the Elvis fandom is the phenomenon of Elvis tribute artists. These enthusiasts, found around the globe, go to great lengths to embody their idol, donning elaborate jumpsuits and meticulously styling their hair to match his iconic look. Competitions judge participants not just on their vocal accuracy, but also on their ability to capture Elvis's charm and charisma on stage. The level of commitment to authenticity is truly remarkable, with some fans even studying his mannerisms and speech patterns to perfect their tribute. Elvis Week, an annual event held at Graceland, further exemplifies the depth of admiration for the legendary musician. Fans from all corners of the world converge in Memphis to honor his life, taking part in candlelight vigils, creating intricate fan art, and exchanging rare memorabilia. It's a week-long celebration filled with music, storytelling, and a strong sense of camaraderie among fans who share a deep love for everything Elvis. Some fans take their devotion to Elvis to extraordinary levels, viewing him almost as a messianic figure with quasi-religious significance. They blend traditional religious rituals with the singing of his songs, symbolizing love and unity. Elvis-themed weddings in Las Vegas, where couples can have an Elvis impersonator officiate their ceremony, are a beloved tradition that adds a whimsical touch to the Vegas wedding scene. Online, fans have created virtual communities where they share rare concert footage, discuss Elvis's profound influence on their lives, and even engage in role-playing scenarios as Elvis himself. Collecting memorabilia is another popular pursuit, with some fans dedicating entire rooms or homes to showcase their collections of vinyl records, concert posters, and personal belongings once owned by the icon. The quest for these artifacts is relentless, with rare items being highly sought after among collectors. The tradition of Elvis fan tattoos also speaks to the enduring impact of the king of rock and roll. Enthusiasts proudly adorn their bodies with tattoos of Elvis's likeness, his song lyrics, or even his signature, displaying their dedication in a permanent and meaningful way. Tattoo designs range from subtle to elaborate, with some fans covering significant portions of their bodies in tribute to the legendary musician. A quirky trend within the fandom is the Elvis look-alike pets phenomenon. Some enthusiasts dress up their pets, particularly hound dogs, in miniature Elvis costumes complete with tiny wigs and sunglasses. These furry companions often make appearances at fan gatherings and parades, wherever they go. In her book, Elvis, Destined to Die Young, author Sally A. Hodel delves into Presley's health history and the factors contributing to his early death. Through interviews and access to previously unseen documents, Hodel sheds light on Presley's health issues, including chronic pain from degenerative back and neck problems, severe arthritis, and reliance on medication for pain relief and to function during tours. Despite his declining health, Presley maintained a rigorous schedule, exemplifying his remarkable work ethic. However, concerns arose among those close to him regarding the extent of his physical suffering and stress. Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis's manager, reportedly emphasized the importance of Elvis's presence on stage each night. Sally A. Hodel noted that Elvis was apprehensive about his declining health, showing a keen awareness of his illness in his final years. Despite this, he was not open with everyone about his health struggles, as he was surrounded by a circle of yes people. This era lacked the open discussion about health that is more common today. As he was in control of his entire business, Elvis avoided scrutiny by exerting great effort to conceal his health issues and only disclosing the truth to a select few. Elvis's health deteriorated significantly, and he reached a weight of 25 stone after prolonged confinement to his bedroom and indulging in junk food. His condition worsened to the extent that he required a full-time nurse and developed sores from neglecting personal hygiene throughout 1975. A post-mortem examination revealed chronic constipation stemming from his unhealthy diet, with a 4-month-old compacted stool found in his gut. Additionally, Elvis was reliant on a combination of medications, with almost 9,000 pills, vials, and injections prescribed in the 7 months preceding his death. In her biography, Ginger Alden described finding Elvis motionless on the floor, with his arms laying close to his sides and palms facing upward, indicating that he had been motionless since falling. Ginger Alden then gently turned Elvis's face towards her, noticing a slight exhale of air from his nose. His tongue was squeezed between his teeth, and his face appeared blotchy. She lifted one eyelid slightly and saw his blood-red eye looking straight ahead. An autopsy was promptly performed, but the results were kept secret by the family, leading to widespread speculation about the cause of his death. Dan Warlick, the lead investigator for the Tennessee office of the state medical examiner, attended the autopsy and supported the widely held belief that Elvis died while straining to use the restroom. He explained that Elvis's chronic constipation, a result of years of prescription substance abuse and a high-fat, high-cholesterol diet, triggered what is known as Valsalva's maneuver. This maneuver occurs when the pressure of trying to defecate squeezes the abdominal aorta, leading to a cessation of the heart. While some speculated that Elvis passed from a substance overdose, Coroner Joseph Davis disagreed when the investigation was reopened in 1994. Davis stated that the position of Elvis's body indicated that he was about to sit down on the toilet when the seizure occurred. He fell onto the carpet with his behind in the air and was already dead by the time he touched the ground. Davis explained that if it had been a substance overdose, Elvis would have likely lapsed into a deep sleep and then sought assistance. Death from substances typically takes hours, unlike
Backbush TV, like and share. And I mean, big up to all of my subscribers, them. Bless. Mad.